are running newer, longer.
Hour number 3. This is The Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, live in Los Angeles, iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, FS2 for the final hour. I am taking next week off. I am going to Canada with my lovely wife. So, Joy, this is our last day working together for a while. You are doing some traveling, too. I'm not going to give locations away. I'm not telling you people where in Canada I'm going. But
it's a big place.
You know, it was right after our president started taking shots at Canada. I thought, I want to be a good neighbor. Let's go to Canada.
Oh, he inspired you?
I was inspired. Trump inspired me to be nice to Canada. So I'm going to go spend a bunch of money up in Canada for a week. And I'm very excited. Jay Glaer coming up in 15 minutes. He was at the Browns-Giants last night in New York. We have a great best for last today. Tom Brady, is he sacrificing too much money in New England? Baker Mayfield debuted last night. My friend Joel Klatt even taking shots at me on Twitter, saying, I noticed the Browns played last night. Anybody know how Baker played? Asking for my friend Colin Coward. That despite Joel Klatt, despite what you saw, I'm not going there yet. Stanford for guys they pay. You know, New England Patriots, they got standards. Don't memorize the playbook quickly. They let you go to the Titans. Well, Colin, what about that throw in the back of the end zone? For a number 1 quarterback pick, that is not an exceptional throw. It's called Tuesday. It's called Sunday. It's a throw. Okay, there's 3 things that jumped out to me with Baker Mayfield. He looks small. I don't want my number 1 quarterback to look small. I don't want my number 1 pick in the draft at any position to look small. Number 2, he moved really well against second and third team defenders. Okay, those guys, Von Miller, Terrell Suggs, that containment is going to be way better. That's a nice first down run like there. That's not nice. And number 3, he had a 3-and-out when he faced the Giants' first team defense. Those are my 3 takeaways. He looks small. I don't want my number 1 pick to look small regardless of position. He moved well against the second team. Containment will be way better in the regular season against starters. And number 3, he had a 3-and-out against the Giants' first team defense. By the way, you want to know the really good play by Cleveland? It was Tyrod Taylor, 5 for 5 against first team defense. Had a pre-snap read. That was an NFL throw. Came to the line, pre-snap adjustment, makes a throw. There you go. Okay, Tyrod Taylor, that's an NFL play. But you got to have higher standards. Ask yourself this. A few years ago, back in like 6-7 years ago, Tristan Thompson was in a draft. In that draft that Tristan Thompson was in, Klay Thompson was in, Kemba Walker was in, Jimmy Butler was in, Kyrie Irving was in, Kawhi Leonard was in. Never forget how good Aerosmith was once they were healthy. That's Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck has already had 2 careers. Let's make sure we delineate between the 2. His first career was 3 consecutive 11-5 seasons, 3 consecutive playoff appearances, the AFC Championship game, Pro Bowl every year, and 86 touchdown passes that led the NFL with 40 in 2014. That was his first career. His second career was a lacerated kidney, major shoulder injury, and getting the living you-know-what kicked out of him because his general manager left him with no players. He is hoping to do an Aerosmith. Remember me when I was healthy? This is now embarking on his 3rd career. He came into the league and was a monster with the worst offensive line in the league.